Hello, dear students. Welcome to this class today. We are going to start another chapter from your book, A Pact with the Sun, that is, The Shepherd's Treasure. This is an Iranian story which throws light upon the importance of human values like honesty, wisdom, and humanity. How, by following such high values and principles, a shepherd became a governor. Let's explore in this story. In a village in Iran, there once lived a shepherd. He was very poor. He did not have even a small cottage of his own. He had never been to school or learned to read and write, for there were very few schools in those days. A poor shepherd. Shepherd means here a person who takes care of the sheep, and cottage means a small house. So a poor shepherd lived in Iran. He was so poor that didn't even have a small house to live. Because of less numbers of school during those days, he could never attend school to learn how to read and write. Though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. He understood people's sorrows and troubles and helped them face their problems with courage and common sense. Many people came to him for advice. Soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. The king of that country heard about him and thought of meeting him. So, in spite of his poverty and illiteracy, the shepherd was famous for his wisdom. He was able to understand people's pains and sufferings and often helped them to solve their issues with courage and wisdom. People used to visit him to find solutions and suggestions to solve their issues. Because of this ability and his polite nature, he became popular in the country. And his popularity reached the king also, and that's why he decided to meet him one day. So, disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule, one day the king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived. As soon as the shepherd saw the traveler coming towards the cave, he rose to welcome him. He took the tired traveler inside the cave, gave him water to drink, and share of his own meager meal. The king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. So, disguised means here an appearance to hide the actual form. Mule means an offspring of a male s, and meager mean inadequate, and hospitality means warm reception by the host, you can say. So the king dressed as the shepherd and hid his true identity, then reached to the shepherd's cave on a mule. The moment that the shepherd noticed him coming to his cave, he got up to greet him. He brought the visitor inside his cave and gave him water and food. The king took rest and stayed with him for a night in the cave. He was very much pleased with the friendly and warm welcome by the shepherd and by his words of wisdom too. Though still tired, the king decided to depart the next morning. He said, "Many thanks for your kindness to a poor traveler. I have long way to go. Permit me to leave." Here, looking straight into the eyes of his guest, the shepherd replied, "Thank you, Your Majesty, for paying me the compliment of a visit." Compliment means an expression of appreciation. So, though the king was still feeling exhausted, but he decided to leave from the place the very next morning. He expressed his gratitude or thankfulness to the poor shepherd for his warm reception and kind welcome. He sought his permission to leave the place. The shepherd addressed the king as Your Majesty and, looking straight into his eyes, expressed his gratitude to the king to give him the opportunity to welcome him in his cave. Then the king was astonished as well as pleased. "He is indeed very wise," he thought to himself. "I need people like him to work for me." And the king appointed this humble shepherd the governor of a small district. So here, astonished means wondered, pleased means happy, and humble means modest or polite. So the king was wondering and was full of joy to hear his words. He thought that the shepherd was actually very wise. The people, like him, were the need of the king. in his court. So he thought he must work for him, and that's why the king made him the governor of a small district. So, although he rose to power and dignity, the shepherd remained as humble as ever. People loved and honored him for his wisdom, sympathy, and goodness. He was kind and just to one and all. His fame as a fair and wise governor soon spread throughout the country. So, though he had all the power and honor, the shepherd remained polite and modest. People liked him and were full of appreciation for his intelligence, kindness, and politeness. His behavior was kind and just to everyone. He was not partial or biased. He became popular as a good and wise governor in the country. Then now the governors of other provinces grew terribly jealous of him and began to talk to the king against him. They said, "He is very dishonest and keeps for himself part of the money that he collects as tax from the people. Why did he always carry with him," they added, "an iron chest? Perhaps he carried in it the treasure that he had secretly collected. After all," they said mockingly, "he was an ordinary shepherd and could behave no better." So here, provinces means states, and mockingly means making fun of someone. Chest means box. So the governors of other states developed jealousy for him. They started speaking against him to the king. They started calling him dishonest and blamed him for keeping the part of tax money with him. They even posed questions over his iron box that he always carried with him. They said it had all the treasures he had collected secretly. They also made fun of him by calling him a common shepherd who was expected to behave in such a dishonest manner. So they were making fun of him. So now, after listening all this, what was the king's reaction? What did he attempt to reveal the truth of his iron chest? We will continue in the next part. Till then, stay safe, stay home, learn new things by using your creative ideas, and most of all, take care of all of you. Thank you.